You rightly mentioned at the start there, Matt, Ryan Searle, your pick of the day. Well, Ryan had a 9 dart in his first leg yesterday. And from what I've been hearing through our sources, he's been hitting 9 darters in practice as well.
140.
So a man who's come in a rich vein of form. As Watamina seeking 161. He's going to stay there, though, knowing that Kai can't finish. To leave it handy on 32 when he returns very shortly.
96.
Get the break, throw straight back, no problems there. Jermaine Watamina, 13 darter. We're back, and we would be. It all been holds. 3-0 up on Berry Van Peer. Andrew Gilding, 120. We may not have the big seeds and the big reputations, but there is a lot of 100 averages going on right now on those boards.
As the first max gets fired in this contest.
$95.
So we get another breaker throw. 83 with treble 17. The target, at least 32. And that's a 103 finish for Jermaine Watamina. Superbly done. And yet another breaker throw. More breaks so far than a morning session at the Crucible. 2-2.
He's now to Richie Edhouse on that occasion.
Yeah, Richie, who had a really golden year, especially on the continent, was doing so much damage on the European tour.
59.
Was always a tricky opponent for even the big players, was Richie last season.
28.
So then, for potential first holder throw in this game, it's the Shanghai on 20s. The treble's found, the single, and the double is found, and that is another 3-figure outshot for Jermaine Watamina. 3-2. It's better. Lucky with that second, with that deflection down. Good cover.
134. $134.
Matched by Jermaine. 118. Does he have your number? Double top required. And
Game
found
shot.
Another 3-figure outshot. The third in a row between the pair. Michael Van Gerwen was one of the first ones.
58.
Jermaine Watamina could be in trouble here.
96.
138 coming in though for Kai. Good first dart. And that's unlucky with the second.
yes.
72 to go. Treble 16 maybe the target, and that's an excellent dart.
114.
To leave 24. Watamina takes off 51. Try to take off 51 again to leave 40. And
102.
And does the Shanghai on the 17s instead. Leave it handy, but not handy enough, as Kai is now one leg away from victory.
Will he get any more opportunities?
180.
What a time to fire in your first maximum of the game.
Yeah, a proper sucker punch that is as well.
58.
The 37-year-old Dutchman. And now the winning post is in Kai's sights.
Well, he's got 9 darts now due to Jermaine Watamina not switching correctly, using those 19s. Plenty of time now on the side of Kai Gotthardt. Just got to cross the line.
Yeah, lots of options now. 68 may stay on the 20s. Instead, he goes 36 to leave 32.
72.
This is a match dart.
Just hit and hope time now for Jermaine.
99.
So, double 8. 2 4s.
Game
and
shot.
that is Kai Gotthardt,
Kai Gotthardt,
who gets over the line and into the last 64. And you can see what it means to him as well. From 3-2 down, has dispatched Jermaine Watamina. And another seed goes.
Have to start throwing firm. To do that, you've got to throw with confidence.
85.
Well, for Max right now, it's all about trying to get that leg on the board.
41.
119 on the 19s first of all. Treble 20 was the target. Gonna move across to try and open the bed up.
59.
And you can see he's not particularly happy, Matt, with his game so far, even though he is down to a finish and Robert's way back.
60.
Still shaking his head before this visit even comes, which just shows you where the mental state is right now for Max Hopp. A little bit tricky to come around, and these ones tend to be the ones where you find the success, where you go to a different place, where you're having to work around things.
And this is better from Max Hopp. Lucky just missed that treble 17.
78.
Couple of deflections though, drifting into the 1 and the 5 from Robert Owen, just creeping into his game, but this to give us a level game. 18 for double top.
38.
Hit the battle. It was a big deflection, took it the wrong way. So this, just for the hold, 83. Should have it 1 dart at the bullseye, and that may be the case if he misses the treble 16. It is 1 dart at the ball. That's
52.
been pulled.
This to level us up, to break the throw.
Game shot.
Max Hopp in the ascendancy. Robert Owen unable to cash in on the slow start from Max Hopp. We're back to a level game. Max with the darts in his hand.
100.
And that will be the most concerning thing for Robert Owen at the moment, because he's not getting the height and the weight and the delivery of the dart correct.
$180.
Finds the right time to fire in his second Max. Just needs something to get himself going.
59.
That may be it. 164. Arguably favourite in this leg now. Going to stay downstairs. Now up to the
58.
20s, but not many inroads eating at that 164.
You could see again there why that top dart, the first dart on the top wire, doesn't suit hitting the flight on the way in, but Max Hopp is on.
140.
He's left it very, very handy here. Desperation time now, you feel, for Robert Owen.
21 taken away, that leaves 85. He's looking for the 57 to leave 28.
90.
They're both on double 8, but Max Hopp with the first go, and this to go 1 leg away from a place in the second round.
Game shot.
And it is 3 up with 4 to play. Max Hopp 1 away from victory. He's got a reel off 4 on the spin.
140.
And with darts like this, you feel he's certainly capable of doing so. 9 darts thrown, down to 1-2-1, time on his side.
58.
This, though, would be for a hold of throw. Would need to repeat this, you feel, on the Max Hopp darts. Plenty of time, though. Doesn't need to be going 11 and ball. It's a choice here. Which target
81.
to go for. Selects himself on tops. Plenty of time for the leg.
Yeah, Max does have the insurance of having 2 bites of the cherry
100.
on his throw to secure that place in the second round. For Roberts to continue this tie. Double 10.
Game shot.
And that is indeed the case. Stops the rot, stops the run of 5 legs in a row for Max Hopp. Now he's just 2 back.
$100.
Especially when Max Hopp was so far ahead. Just seeing that slip away, not because Robert Owen's taking it up, but because Max Hopp just losing his way now.
100.
But it's Robert Owen with 120. Try and take us to a decider. And he'll have a dart at double top to do so.
100.
Another opportunity here for Max Hopp to win the match. You do feel like a combination is going to be the best route.
91.
But for a level game, take us to a last leg shootout.
Game shot.
And a last leg shootout we go to.
The issue that we've been talking about with Robert Owen throughout this game, the first dart pitching high, blocking the targets, chasing it around.
140.
What a time to find your very best power scoring leg. Throwing everything into this, Robert Owen.
100.
Shoulder, arm, wrist.
And the kitchen sink, if you would ask him. A Hop, a big favourite.
We've been here before with Max Hopp. Probably will feel he should have had the job done already. 5 match starts to win 6-3. He was clear in the leg. Then when it got to this point, the setup play, the combination play started to stumble. Robert Owen got himself back into it. A maximum there
99.
was the target for Robert Owen. He needs mistakes from Max Hopp, but we've seen this before.
6 darts at 167. Well, surely not. He's not going to go for it.
135.
Leaving it handy for when he returns. Robert Owen needs to find a couple of trebles here. Well, he's found one of them. And a second.
140.
Well, he's missed 5 match darts, Max Hopp. 2 legs ago. Can he make amends? He can,
shot
and gets over
Max
the
Hopp.
line. A hard-fought victory it was over Wales's Robert Owen, but Max Hopp is through to round 2 by 6 legs to 5. Mike De Decker 3-1 up on Andy Bolton. Josh Rock's taken the first leg over Core Decker. Joe Cullen has lost his first 2 legs
85.
to Darren Beveridge of Scotland.
Michael Smith, a player who getting a lot of attention at the moment due to the recent slide down the rankings. He's got Nico Springer.
59.
That could be potential banana skin there for Michael Smith.
Indeed, and Nico was Michael Van Gerwen's conqueror early on yesterday.
$100. $140.
The utilisation of that first dart there from Vessel. Gets himself within touching distance in this leg. Mansell will have first go. Treble 18 was his target, but left 20.
53.
102 coming in here from Vessel. Should have 1 dart at the double. It's going to be double 16 again. And this is found this time by Vessel Nyman. And another breaker throw. 2-1. Another maximum for Vessel Nyman. Gets parity in this leg. But Mickey Mansell,
121.
decent visit.
$90.
Even ton. Now, options here. It's not a bad lie, and it has been utilised. A double 10 for Mickey Mansell. And 100
shot.
taken out. Back-to-back legs for Mansell, 3-2. It sets up a finish. Another one of them would be nice for Mickey Mansell.
100.
But this would be a steal and a half. 170. Lots of room to the left. Went to the right.
123.
He's got the dart on the way in there. Vessel Nyman, Mickey Mansell has taken this out already once in this game. Vessel turns away, goes to the table.
Game shot.
Because that's what he'd been expecting to happen. Mickey Mansell not letting any opportunities pass him by. When he gets down, it goes.
Only 2 points separating the pair. Then what could be a very crucial eighth leg here.
128.
Excellent switching from Nyman. Mickey Mansell will be looking for at least a ton here. He should get that now. Perhaps a little bit more. Beautiful darts here from the man from Northern Ireland.
140.
Leg 8 hanging in the balance.
These are the sort of exchanges that tend to decide the direction of the game, the small margins, and that's why Vessel Nyman has gone the old school route, the safety route, to get a dart at the bullseye. Oh,
Game
what
shot.
a find. What a fantastic dart that is from Vessel Nyman. Did block it a little bit with dart number 1, had to shuffle across. Big hit, big exchange.
From a place in the last 64.
60.
No treble. There's Mickey Mansell now, 6 darts. Use this as a setup play, you feel. Not even entertaining the treble 17.
Yes. $121.
That was a little bit close to that he would have liked, but alas, going to return, try and take out double top for a place
140.
in the second round. Tops for victory. Two on the wire. But eventually
shot
Mansell
match,
takes the
Mickey
checkered flag.
Mansell.
A last leg decider over a very resolute Vessel Nyman. Very little time. Tom Sykes going to utilise the 18s.
67.
Talk about career turnarounds. It wasn't that long ago Nick Kenny actually lost his tour card. He got his tour card back.
100.
And then there was a period of time where it was uncertain if Nick Kenny was even going to utilise the tour card. Took to social media to say that he's probably not going to be able to attend as many events as he
57.
probably originally expected to do so, and now had everything, reaping the rewards and looking for back-to-back strong legs here.
Game
An
shot.
11 darter, back-to-back 81 finishes for Nick Kenny.
Wasting very little time. Good response though from Tom Sykes. And the story of yesterday is starting his campaign here in Adam Lipscomb. The last 1-8 match
180.
to get underway, in fact, and he's 1-0 ahead of the American, Danny Lorby.
Getting that first start right again now, isn't he, Nick Kenny?
140.
That seems to be the sign of his game. That first start's going right. Looks irresistible.
$96.
Well, you wouldn't have put it past him, actually taking that 1-2-1 out. He's playing that well. 16 now for Tom Sykes. This to get a leg on the board in his 2 16s. And to his
Game
credit,
shot.
finds it. And he'll feel a lot better.
Especially there where he had to have a revisit, a reset to the board. As soon as that first start goes, it feels so inevitable. Fourth maximum of the game.
91.
Yeah, been very impressive. You've got to feel for Tom Sykes right now. And to his credit, he's very respectable average of 94 at the start of this leg. There you have it. But Nick Kenny is just in another orbit right now.
60.
There's that interesting pattern again. First start doesn't go in the treble and he comes up trebleless.
85.
But it's going to be 2 visits at 1-2-1. Will stay there. Doesn't need to go the bullseye route. Treble 15.
85.
The last start will leave 36. Tom Sykes on the 19s first of all. That's going to help his cause.
If you're
137.
Tom Sykes, there's not a lot you can do here but hope for mistakes and misses of Nick Kenny. 12 darts thrown down to a double.
Game shot.
No mistakes made for Nick Kenny. 2 legs away from round 2. Last 16 in events number 2 and 4 and a semi-final in event number 3. Already this year picked up more prize money than what he's defending from 2 years ago.
100.
Which ultimately means Nick Kenny is going one direction in the rankings, and that's up.
38.
Ouch with that last one. And now Nick Kenny, knowing he's got 6 darts here from 150, may only need the 3. And at the bullseye here for double top. Look at this. This is exhibition stuff from the Welshman.
130.
Unlucky, but he will return.
Would have been the most fitting way to win this game, wouldn't it, for Nick Kenny, who's been head and shoulders the better player
100.
throughout. Just 1 dart away now from a place in round 2.
But we will have to
10
wait.
scored.
A reprieve for Tom Sykes on the 16s. Another one of them for double top.
Game
And
shot.
keeps the game alive with a breaker throw. 5-2. We'll stay there. Treble 15, maybe the target now. Utilises the ball.
30. $90.
So for a place in the second round, 31 coming in, 15 taken off to leave 2 8s.
$15.
Didn't open the bed up enough. 1-2-2 on the 18s here for Tom Sykes. Needs the treble for the bullseye. That's unlucky dart. Big deflection taken from his first dart into the treble 1, and that's no help whatsoever to his cause.
41.
Some more match darts coming in now for Nick Kenny to dispatch Tom Sykes. And
Game
does so.
shot. And the match, Nick Kenny.
Very impressive performance from Nick Kenny, especially in the early part of that match. You've got to feel for Tom Sykes, who only got into the match late on, but an average of just under 100 for the Welshman, who will meet Mickey Mansell in round 2.
We're seeing both of these in European Tour action soon as well. Both players qualifying for events 3 and 4 respectively.
171.
That's where you expect to see the best of Scott Williams. One of those players that really does love the main stage, loves the crowd, loves the atmosphere.
140.
Yeah, it's very confident, is Scott Williams. On and off the hockey.
53.
William O'Connor, 1-2-4. Need a treble to have a dart at the bullseye. That treble's now treble 18. Found. Has to go for the ball. And
Yeah,
pins the
sure.
ball. Great start from the Irishman. 1-0. Just 1 or 2 unforced errors creeping into the Scott Williams throw. O'Connor will look to capitalise on that.
100.
Down to a finish after 9. Williams needs a treble.
60.
Can't find one. So Willie O'Connor lost the break previously. He's going to have an opportunity to get it back.
59.
You always do think that the 25 ball option there, if you're going to avoid the 17s, seems to be the
100.
smart play. William O'Connor now, a lot of this lies on dart 1 in regards to what's going to be happening here. Finds the treble.
Game shot.
No problems when it comes to the doubles for William O'Connor. That breaker throw instantly reinstalls.
Right now, Scott Williams is the one who needs a turnaround, and he needs it quick. Running out of time here against the Irishman.
60.
First port of call. Hold your throw.
174.
That'll help.
We can certainly say by going for the treble 18 with our last dart in
57.
hand, if he gets the 2 treble 20s, we expect to see the dart at the bullseye.
That was a pull.
60.
Only 60 scored. Well, William O'Connor will need a max here to get down to a finish. That's not going to happen now.
96.
Scott Williams, 110. Treble 18. Or is he going to stay there? Treble 18 just misses the target. 78 to go.
50.
Takes the 18 off to leave an even 60 when he returns.
$96.
For the double.
Game shot.
Scott Williams reduces the deficit to 2 legs. Now 2 back. Now 4-2. And he's been a much better player, even though the averages should suggest that Scott Williams is a little bit higher. The doubles on the finishing.
60.
William O'Connor, when he's had his chances, he's taken them.
140.
Well, that's inviting. Just on the top wire there, pitched up to perfection, William O'Connor.
180.
He's up against it in this leg now. He's put all the pressure on Scott Williams here. Match-saving opportunity, 1 dart at the tops.
53.
That could be it.
64 should have 1 match dart coming in. 16. Going for the 8 for tops.
24.
Match dart missed.
Game shot.
And Scott Williams survives a match dart to keep the tie going. O'Connor, a couple of trebles here will help his cause. And look at the options here. 17's maybe the route now.
97.
Yeah, he didn't like that first dart, and it was confirmed with dart 2. Had to come away. The bullseye for Scott Williams.
136.
But to take the match. Wrong treble found. Scott Williams is going to return very
54.
shortly. We'll have 2 darts to take us to a decider. Burns the 9. Got to open the bed up, coming across the oche.
Game
And
shot.
to his credit, has won 3 on the spin. And now taking us all the way. A shake of the head from William O'Connor, who did have a match dart to take this, but now has the darts in the decider for a place in round 3. Now becomes big favourite.
$140.
Just keeps himself interested here, Scott Williams. William O'Connor, who's only had 1 match dart so far, and that was to win by 6 legs to 2. Setting himself up here for plenty more. Beautiful setup play,
162.
beautiful find there for William O'Connor. Chooses a double 12 after 12.
65.
And not enough there for Scott Williams to pressurise. So O'Connor, 24, 2 12s for a place in the 3rd round. Going further away.
No
Further
score.
away, 4 match darts now missed from William O'Connor, and this would be one heck of a steal. Not this time.
60.
And no trouble found. William O'Connor running to the oche to try and take this 24 out. sixes. It's pinned.
Game shot and the match.
Got there
will
in the
be
end, and the Irishman advances into round 3. He could have won this 6-2. Instead, Scott Williams took him all the way.
It was a good breakthrough moment for him, last 32. The UK Open certainly going to help him out in regards to the ranking as well.
140.
Yeah, has been a semi-finalist on the Pro Tour. Of course, he's won on the Development Tour as well. Easy to forget, because that used to see he's only 22 years of age. You know, he's a mere baby, isn't he, in darting terms?
$134.
Great switch there. Mention that. Those silly errors from Dave Chisnall. All of a sudden he could find himself 2-0 down.
90.
The errors for Chisnall started at choosing to leave a bogey.
Game shot.
And ever since that moment, it's downhill for Dave Chisnall, and Dylan Slevin looking good here, a breaker throw.
Must be frustrating for Chisnall, who was in such a good run of form at times last year, and now just struggling to regain that winning thread.
100.
And he'll be worrying in regards to where the wins are going to come from.
140.
Normally there's a system or a tour of which the player sort of falls back on. Look at Gary Anderson. Wasn't winning in the big TV events, wasn't winning on the stage events, but has always been successful on the Pro Tour.
57.
You've always got that element of a place to build the confidence, and we've seen it with players that are struggling on the tour, but then maybe the younger players have got things like the Development Tour where they're going to pick up the wins.
180.
Great visit. And in a leg that Chisnall looked to be in control of, all of a sudden now this 100. Oh, now then, treble 19. It's it, needs the double. Get out of jail card played by Dave Chisnall. Did it nicely in the end, his first leg on the board. It's 3-1 to Slevin.
Something to look forward to mark your cards.
Yeah. Well, that was an
82.
unhelpful deflection for Chisnall. Oh, great last start. Forced it into the treble.
$59.
Not the greatest visit from Chisnall, so Shanghai on the 20s. There's a single. There's the treble. And there's the double. Brilliant from Dylan Slevin. The 120 out, re-establish a 3-leg lead. Great visit. Chisnall needs to fill this up.
171.
Well, he does. That might be his last visit of the game. It keeps him alive unless Slevin can take out tops for a fantastic win.
35.
Match start, been and gone.
Big ask for Chizzy. With another one of those. Oh, for double 10.
Game
Big
shot.
ask, big player. Dave Chisnall's been nowhere near in this match, and then finds two massive visits there. The 171 and then the 140 out. I think Chizzy's even surprised himself.
Yeah. Chisnall's throw is under pressure again here, and Slevin's in again. Oh, this is brilliant.
140.
Superb darts. He's going to get another crack, this time at 84 for the match.
$96.
Another opportunity here for Slevin to get the job done. Two darts.
78.
Two more match darts have gone for Dylan Slevin.
Yeah, that's 3. 88 then for Chisnall. Going to be a shot at the bullseye.
60.
And he is a couple of millimetres too high. Dylan Slevin's heart would have been beating pretty quick there. Going down to the bottom of the board then to wrap up. A famous win for him.
Game shot
And he gets
of the
it.
match,
Double three
Dylan
hit. A
Slevin.
big sigh of relief there as Chisnell threatened to come back. But Chisnell is out. An early exit for the second day in succession for Chisnell. But this was all about Dylan Slevin. Average is just under a ton. 99.63. He's beaten Chisnell by 6 legs to 2. Clemens has got to find more wins. It's as simple as that.
It also comes how you get up the rankings as well. You look at people like Josh Rock, Ryan Searle, Damon Heta.
131.
Players that sort of have a good spread of their prize money across the board, where Gabriel Clemens, a lot of his prize money came from that big
57.
run at the World Championships when he reached the semi-finals. And with that, you're always going to have that big drop-off moment, which came this year. That £100,000 coming off the rankings, which moved him
97.
outside the top 32, and then he has to start relying on other systems to qualify for events.
120 scored.
Right, this would hurt, wouldn't it? This would hurt a lot.
Game shot.
That is brilliant from Ryan Searle. Well, we said he'd averaged over a ton in his opening 2 games, and he's just taken out a big finish there. And Gabriel Clemens, who was waiting on a double, didn't even get a sniff of it.
Made a very good account of himself. Probably should have won a European Tour as well last year. Losing out to Martin Schindler on that occasion when he was very far clear in the game.
180.
Couldn't get over the line. You feel, had he got that, probably would be in the top 16 now, which would have had its privileges in regards to the
140.
European Tour and the seeding positions. But very much knocking on the door once again of the top 16. Just £25,000 behind in your live in-play table.
60.
Title here today, but just £11,000 behind. You could make that up. The European Tour, but bullseye
90.
would have been another 130 finish. Doesn't even entertain the idea.
No. Cool and calculated. Clemens.
80.
Well, good last start, but he won't be expecting to come back. With Searle
Game
looking
shot.
at tops that he hits right underneath the top wire, right in the middle of the bed. And it is 4-1.
For my opinion, for my worth, for the players I've seen, Ryan Searle, arguably the best doubles tops hitter I've
140.
ever seen in the world.
Wow, that's some statement, isn't it?
I mean, I did spend a lot of time with Ryan, certainly on the practice board.
180.
I did get to see quite a lot more of him, and whenever he's got that situation, 3 darts at tops, you
57.
just feel the legs over. Going Price, someone who probably puts himself in that conversation. Robert Thornton.
145.
Good leg of darts this from Gabriel.
134.
Double 18 then for a second leg.
Game shot.
Nicely adjusted. He's within 2.
Averaging 106 here, Gabriel Clemens.
100.
He's 5-2 down. Make that 108.
57.
Bonkers. He's in again.
140.
Well, this is relentless. But he couldn't find the double at the end of the last leg. And that's what cost him.
115.
Just had a 10 dart leg, this for an 11.
Game shot.
Nicely done. Nicely done indeed. Yeah, it's the type of game you just happily sit here and watch for 45 minutes and wonder
100.
at the end what the score was, because he's absolutely going at it hammer and tongs here. And that opening 3 legs, in particular that
140.
130, that breaker throw in leg 2 was crucial.
$134.
This then for the match. Tops it is.
82.
That start been and gone, but he'll be back.
Just hit and hope time for Gabriel Clements, who's done very, very little wrong. It's not been about counting the mistakes, it's been about
140.
counting the brilliance. And Ryan Searle
Game shot. And
crosses
the
a
match,
line with an
Ryan
absolute brilliant performance there. Ryan Searle into the last 16 stages, won the board. He wants to know the averages, taking a look, and you'll probably be surprised to see Gabriel Clements averaging 108.46, but could only manage the 3 legs. It's Ryan Searle that's into the last 16.
Last 16 tie underway. Well, we were talking after the opening
100.
round or so and saying, well, it's been a good day for the seeds. Looking at the draw now, it's not been such a good day for the seeds. A lot of the bigger names have gone.
96.
Yes, you've still got the likes of Ryan Searle in there, but not too many more to go alongside him. Martin Schindler, the other big name,
180.
or big seed still in it.
When you look at the rankings, they're the only 2 players inside the world's top 32 that are still in the tournament. Ryan Searle, the highest ranked, world
94.
number 19. Martin Schindler, the world number 23. Not one single player in the top 16 left.
Game shot.
It's the last 16 where Kevin Doots has been finding a lot of success of recent times.
$180.
Nice maximum. Third of the contest already.
He's doing this on the Ted Everts darts. Ted not finding anything here in the middle
97.
part of this game, and this is where Doots can really start to open up a bit of a gap.
Yeah, he'd want to get the break.
100.
Not a foregone conclusion just yet, but he's going to get a chance at 81.
$44.
Disappointing visit there for Everts. So Doots. 2-dart combination. 2-dart
shot.
combination it is. Brilliant from Doots. 3-1 he leads. Ruthless from the Dutchman.
And a couple of European tours on the horizon for him. One this week. Event number 2 and event number 4 on the European tour. More
93.
stage experience incoming for Kevin.
Yeah. Everts, so
100.
looking good to get a second leg on the board.
$94.
Nicely done. Tops after 12.
$58.
Still Kenny game locked at 3-3. Can Everts get back within 2 here? 2 10s he needs. Well, he missed
20.
darts in the opening leg. And he's missed a couple more there. The bonus this time, he knows he'll be back.
140.
Kevin got himself ready to strike should Ted Everts make the slip once again.
Game shot.
Big adjustment, big dart. Keeps himself in the game.
$58.
We're going to get a new winner here in Hildesheim.
100.
Ted Everts making a good fist of this 8th leg.
58.
As you said, Doots, not only has he got 2 chances on the Everts throw, he's going to get 2 chances should he need them on his own throw. And Doots' mind may already be looking ahead to leg 9.
57. $60.
70 then. Missed a couple of darts in the last leg. Again, hits the first treble. This
Great
time he
shot.
gets the double to go with it. Nice finish from Super Ted. He's back within 2. Doots closing in.
180.
What a visit that is.
Good time for a fourth maximum there for Doots. Ted Everts would have just got his interest peaked again after the 140. But
60.
now Doots, 6 starts. Very fourth consecutive quarter-final appearance.
30.
2 match darts have been and gone. Ryan Searle is safely through. He has beaten Nick Kenny 6-3. He's the first one through to the quarterfinals. That was a wicked deflection.
44.
And Everts' race may be run. Doots, double 18. Now across for double 9.
Game
And
shot
Kevin Doots
the
does
match.
make it to a
Kevin
4th
Doots.
successive Players' Championship quarter-final. He's seen off Ted Everts. And he's through to the final 8 here in Hildesheim. Slevin, who's beaten Lubitsch, Chisnell, Willie O'Connor and Białecki en route to the last 8. Jeffrey de
100.
Graaf, Andy Bartons, Daryl Gurney, Barry Van Peer and Ian White en route.
Yeah, absolutely. These two have made their way here on merit. No fluke
85.
en route. Some big names going by the wayside for the pair. Number 1 seed Dave Chisnell. Dylan Slevin, he's been averaging around the 90s, mid-90s, been very consistent throughout the day. Whereas
44.
Jeffrey's been up and down on a roller coaster in his averages. He started out with a 103 average in his first match, then a 93 against Gurney, down to an 84 against Van Peer,
68.
and he's on the rise again on 96 against Ian White. So who knows what Jeffrey de Graaf is going to turn up here, but here's Dylan Slevin turning up on a 157. Oh,
Game
yes, sir!
shot.
What a start there for the Irishman.
Tom Taylor have plenty to say about that. Winner of this one will take on the winner of that Taylor-Searle match.
60.
Yeah, he's been quietly going about his business today, is Don Taylor. And he's definitely a player that's making waves. De Graaf, in the
59.
meantime, trying to find a treble. Couldn't find one on that occasion. Dylan needs a couple here. Get himself down to a finish.
100.
Only finds one, so Jeffrey with 2 visits to the board to take out this 160. May do it in 3. Perhaps he'll do it in 3. And does
Game
do
shot.
it in 3. A 157 in the opening leg. De Graaf responds with a 160 in the 3rd. Warming up nicely, gentlemen. Very good indeed.
Yeah, back on throw.
Slevin needs a big visit here. Finds a trouble with the first dart, though.
100.
But no reward after that. 146 De Graaf. No luck. Gonna leave it handy. 66 left. It will be trouble 10.
95.
Yeah, looking to leave that double 18 again. Shot still on. Oh, it's on now. This double has to go.
74.
And it's another missed opportunity for Dylan Slevin. And Jeffrey de Graaf is looking at double 18 for a 5-1 lead.
15.
2 pretty wild darts there.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. You're absolutely right. Dylan Slevin has to pin this double 16, and he's blocked half the bed, so he's going to move across. And now, got to go the other way. Let me throwing this one from Hanover the way he's going across this hockey. And couldn't find a
16.
way through.
Blocked. And that could be it. Can de Graaf step in? Oh, he's going across for 9s. And he
Game shot.
gets it. Pins a double. And he's now 1 away from a semi-final here in Hildesheim.
Which is likely to be the man from Sweden.
55.
He's just inching his way closer towards the checkered flag. Here's de Graaf. Slevin can provide a little bump in the road for him.
94.
That's a good last start. But now Jeffrey de Graaf on the ABC. Is it as easy as 1, 2, 3? Treble 18. We'll stay there on the 18s. Still lead 32. Next time round.
91.
Yeah, great last start. Slevin to stay in it then. Oh, that's a good dart too. Double 15. Just has to move a fraction. But the adjustment
shot.
is perfect and Slevin is still in it. He's still in it and it's a break of throw. Got to go perfect from here, but that's great character from the young man. Hang on. Dylan Slevin Now he is on a charge. He's also on a 9-darter.
Well, like London buses, aren't they? Went an eternity, and they both come at once. And now it's raining 180s.
Yes, indeed. Can he get the 9? No, but now he's got to focus on trying to win this leg, because that is not a given at the moment. Well, the graph was on the wrong end of a 157. Can he get a 161 to win it?
Well, he needs the trouble 20 to start it, and it's not going to happen. Looking to try and pressurise the shot. And he does so with aplomb.
125.
To leave his beloved 36. Dylan Slevin has to burn a dart. 6 goes, 40 left,
Game
40
shot.
found, and now is 1 behind. Getting closer to his Swedish opponents.
123.
That'll help his cause as well.
Certainly will. Dom Taylor's hit a 12-dart leg. He's beaten Ryan Searle 6-5. So Dom
100.
Taylor into the semi-finals. Who will he be playing? Slevin is in again. He needs the bull. Oh, magnificent from Dylan Slevin. Took out 157 in the opening leg. Now he's in again. And we're all level. And De Graaf is throwing for the match.
Just running out of gas, but he's going to have 2 visits of 147. And not much inroads
43.
taking out that 147 either.
A ton here. And Slevin is more than a chance. Nerves abound. Great second dart.
81.
81 doesn't feel quite enough. De Graaf then, to win it, needs 104.
84 to go. Beautiful dart to lead 36. And finally,
Game
Jeffy
shot
De
on
Graaf
the
gets
match.
over the
Jeff
line.
De Graaf.
Dylan Slevin, all credit to him from 5-1 down. Gave the Swedish thrower a fright, but De Graaf falls past the winning post and is into the last 4 by 6 legs to 5. Absolutely. Just a reminder as well, we're racing to 7 legs this time.
99.
Only 99 scored there from Martin, so Patrick has 2 visits to the Oki here at 1-2-1. Doesn't need to go the 17s route. Hence why he's staying the north end of the board.
59.
Set up a 2-darter when he returns in about 20 seconds or so from now.
Yeah. Well, it may be, would he use the outer bull there? Because the potential here, he only gets 1 dart at a double. I went for treble 14, so now he's looking at double 16. Well, he did only get 1 dart, and he only needed 1 dart. We're all level at 1-1. Well tidied up from Heratz.
Yeah, just looking at the Schindler averages of the day. 91 against Killington. Danny Lorby averaged 100. That's 6-4 win. 93 against Rob Grundy. And 88 against Mencio Sulovic. And then that Kevin Dutz quarter-final, where he averaged 92. But this is impressive. Very impressive from Patrick Giritz, who doesn't seem to be humbled by the occasion whatsoever so far. And he's playing the better of the 2.
Certainly is.
85.
Schindler, you called it a leg or so ago. Too many darts going in the 5 section at the moment. These darts look like a slimline version of Goldfingers, don't they?
Yeah, they do indeed. But they're working right now.
59.
90 coming in here for Patrick Giritz. Treble 18 found, leaves the double.
Game
And
shot.
3-1 to Patrick Giritz. Patrick, 186. Try and make his job a little bit easier. Could do with the treble 20 here to leave 86. That's
60.
unlucky. We go on the 19s route when he returns.
Yeah, but he's going to be first in. He hasn't shown any sign of nerves yet on his finishing either. Again, there's so tension or tiredness. I'm not sure what it is. A better adjustment
40.
there, but there are quite a lot of loose darts. This is a big moment then. 1-2-6.
And there goes 9 of them. No finish there. She'll go back downstairs. Oh, stayed upstairs
49.
instead. 77, Schindler 66. Route 66 required to level this match up. 16 for double top.
46.
Just pulls it underneath the wire. This would be an important hold. He should have at least one dart at a double here on 77. Now it's going to be 18s. One dart double top.
57.
And just underneath the wire too. So Schindler with the opportunity to give us a level game.
Yeah, that's for 3-3. Look at this, a 7th visit.
Game shot.
But he gets there, and it is 3-3. He gives himself a slap on the thigh. It's 3-3 over on streaming board 2 as well. De Graaf against Taylor. Schindler had to produce a very good leg to beat Kevin Dutz in the
6-6.
quarter-final.
But the door is ajar here. Ton 40 minimum expectation you feel.
100.
That last I was unlucky, actually just deflected upwards. He's down to a finish, but Patrick and 157 will stay there. 77 to go. Treble 19 the target,
99.
but leaves himself a handy 2-darter should he return.
Yeah, it's a big moment again. Well, that's a great first start. 18, a double 16.
78.
This is on the outside, so here is a huge moment. Not only in this game, but in the career of Patrick Heratz.
To go 2 away from victory. 2-darter double top. And just needs the 1. 2-leg advantage into fruition here. Needs to come to the front, and this is exactly what I just meant.
180.
He's been in this situations plenty more times than his opponents in his career.
100.
1-2-5 then to move within 1. Well, there's the bull. Didn't need to go for the bull at the end, so he leaves himself on tops, and he will be back. Heratz is a mile away. His mind, well, maybe not yet on the next leg.
126.
Well, that makes it interesting a little bit of pressure instilled, but Schindler to reduce the deficit back to a single leg. 10s.
Game
And he
shot.
does so. Back-to-back legs for Martin Schindler. And now just 1 back. 209 away. Oh, great first start as well. Oh, here we go. Treble 19.
139.
Would have left 32. But that is even more handy with Patrick needing to find 2 trebles here just to get down to a finish.
Jeffrey de Graaf is in the final. Max here'd be good. Can't follow it in. Jeffrey de Graaf has beaten Dom Taylor.
98.
Is Schindler about to complete the comeback? He was down and out. He survived match darts, and now he's got 2 of his own. And Martin Schindler is through
Martin Schindler.
to a second Players' Championship final.
Well, so far it's been much better for Martin Schindler compared to what we saw in the semi-final, when he was averaging around, 74 at one point.
60.
And I wonder how much of that comes down to what you've already mentioned. He'll probably feel that maybe he should have lost that semi-final. We mentioned a few times today that just removes that fear of losing when you feel you're already there, when you feel you've already got to that point where the game has gone.
24 to go.
102.
And he will return. Jeffrey yet to get down to a double.
140.
That's a good visit, though, from de Graaf. But Schindler, though, to double his advantage and an early break in this final. 2 6s. Bottom of the board.
Game shot.
Pins double 3. Little fist pump from the wall.
It's just coming low, isn't it, for
56.
the Graf at the moment? Struggling to gain the height, and when you're a player like de Graaf who's got that upwards angle of the dart, you do want the dart just to be on the top wire rather than coming underneath.
95.
Sort of working as a blocker rather than a help.
Treble 18 for the bullseye now, and the shot is on. Bullseye required.
139.
That would have been a confidence boost, but this would hurt from Schindler. Another one of them for 32.
120.
Just on the wire.
De Graaf closed his eyes and hoped for the best.
17.
Aye, 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 indeed. Schindler for a double break and halfway to victory.
Game shot.
4-zip the score to the wall.
Oh, a slip there from Jeffrey De Graaf doesn't leave a finish, and now an opportunity for another breaker throw here for Martin Schindler. He can find a couple of trebles.
Yeah, absolutely. This will turn into a parade. Again, there's another example of that 5 drift again.
44.
Big 11. To leave 32. And he will return as well with mine on 172 after that lackluster visit. Another example.
49.
Now spraying darts all over the place. De Graaf on 32. To get a leg on the board in this final. Has to come across, try and open the bed up. And
shot.
Jeffrey De Graaf is on the board.
$104.
Good utilisation of the bullseye. Set up a finish, but he's 200 ahead already in this leg.
140.
Good power score there from Jeffrey De Graaf, but it's still going to be 6 darts for Martin Schindler at 158. 18's now the target.
98.
Leave an even 60 when he returns.
Could be the best leg of the game, this one from Schindler.
60.
Tops are a 14.
Game shot.
And started that one with a maximum. Did it in 15 darts. And Martin Schindler now just 2 legs away from victory. And
93.
Beginning to sense here the De Graaf race may be beginning to falter here. His race could be run. We'll use the 19s at some point here. Should be now.
137.
Very low. Again, that's been the dart for Jeffrey De Graaf. That's been the problem.
55.
Dropping darts low. Unable to reach, unable to find a sign of tension. What a dart that is.
Game shot.
Oh, wow. Martin Schindler breaks the throw with a 1-2-6 finish. How he got past that first dart, I do not know.
He's played well all day, but just hasn't brought it here to this final. But Schindler has to get over the line.
45.
Just opens the door ajar just a little.
$100.
Well, he's down. He's within range. But Schindler not be able to win this with a bit of a fanfare finish. Not going to be. Set-up play it becomes for Schindler. Does
87.
the job well, De Graaf. Maybe the last roll of the dice.
Trouble 19 or 15s who will go instead. To keep the match going. 2 18s.
83.
Match point Schindler should have 2 darts to take the title. 18 taken off. Darts at tops.
38.
2 match darts missed.
Well, De Graaf didn't expect it. He put his darts down. He's been seeing the way Martin Schindler's been taking out these finishers. Thought the job was done. Thought his race was run. Before to stay in it.
14.
And now, double 10, the target for Martin Schindler. Maybe building up a little bit of emotion here as well. A rueful smile across the German's face. 2 10s required, and 2 10s has been
And
found.
the match.
Martin
Martin
Schindler
Schindler.
of Germany wins on home soil, takes his first ever players' title here in Hildesheim. He did it the hard way in the semi-final, winning 4 legs on the spin to reach the final, and he had it all his own way in the final against Jeffrey de Graaf. An 8-1 victory for Martin Schindler, his first ever Players title, and takes Players Championship 8